Welcome to another edition of TSSA Talks. I'm your host, Greg Kerr from Stakeholder Relations, and today we're on location at Canada's Wonderland to test out drones, otherwise known as unmanned aerial vehicles. So we're with Cindy Silva, ED80 Inspector, Jim Palmer, ED80 Regional Supervisor, and Alex Doherty, IT's lead for infrastructure and security. So thanks for being with us today, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Now, where did this idea come from in terms of testing out drones or using drones in this manner in the first place?
Well, it came from the Innovation Committee. It was a committee formed about a year ago where we looked at new and innovative ways to tackle business problems. And it came about, Roger Need was on our committee, and he was going for his morning walk, and he saw that the CBRE building guys were flying a drone up and down the building. So Roger went over there and asked what they were doing, and they turns out they were inspecting the windows and the seals around the windows. And after discussing it with them and them going over some of the benefits that they saw, especially around the safety factor, we took it into the committee and as a possible seed for an idea. At which point we know that the U.S. is a lot more mature in the UAV inspection market, so we reached out to a number of companies in the U.S. and sort of did a little bit of the pulse check and see if it was worth pursuing. And they all encouraged it. There was a lot of benefits, both from a safety perspective, which we were really focusing on, even from a productivity perspective to get to the inspection itself. So we thought it was really promising, so then we pursued the idea.
What other kind of applications do you think this has?
We believe there's a pretty broad range of applications with the TSSA. Obviously, there's a pretty strong application inspecting amusement rides, potentially ski lifts, other external structures, but the technology is evolving every single day. Right now, there's a Kickstarter campaign for a palm-sized UAV with a camera control system where we can inspect things like boil and pressure vessels. There's also another drone being developed in a company in Switzerland with a carbon fiber roll cage system where you can fly the drone inside of close quarter environments like an elevator shaft, where we can, without fear of damaging the drone, do a full inspection in this situation. So the other applicability is in fuels, where you have a fuel explosion or a fuel spill. Not only can you do an optical shot and a camera and record it, but there's also infrared cameras you can attach easily to from an infrared perspective. So there's many applications. It's very exciting.
Yeah, so not only regular inspections, but incident investigations as well.
Correct, yeah.
Perfect. So Jim, you were chosen to test this out. Why do you think that was?
Well, I've been in the model aircraft hobby for a while for my own hobby purposes for a few years, and have literally a number of 100 hours of controlling UAVs. And so it just made sense that I would be the one to start, as I could just grab the controls and pretty well hit the ground running, understanding fully how the equipment works, as I've also built them from scratch for my own purposes. And so, yeah, Roger knew that. He chose me, and then I started along this project to get certified with Transport Canada.
What did you have to do with Transport Canada?
Well, there's whenever you use any unmanned aerial vehicle for commercial use, you need to have a certificate from Transport Canada. They're concerned, obviously, with using these devices in around real passenger planes and things, and so there's a set of rules you have to follow. So to be a UAV pilot, I took a 30-hour UAV ground school course with a licensed instructor. And then after that, worked at getting all the approvals into Transport Canada, all the forms that they wanted and everything to get approvals to fly here today at Canada's Wonderland.
Well, the actual great thing about it is that you've done all this training, but not everyone else has to go through as rigorous a process, and you can train others.
Well, yes. So as we expand the program and we want to have more UAVs in inspectors' hands, the inspectors will have to be trained. And because of my background, I'll be able to do the training. We'll still have each of the inspectors go through the 30-hour ground school, that they get the technical background, and then I will look after the hands-on training of how to fly the device and sign them off when I know that they're fully competent in flying the device.
So, Sonny, you've been the first wingman. How was the experience for you?
It's been good. It's been a really new experience for me, and at the same time I can see the benefit on having these UAVs for TSSA and also for worker safety as well. Our inspectors climb roller coasters, different structures all the time, and it's a great opportunity to have a different way of looking at things and a safer way.
Mm-hmm. So how easy was it to operate?
So far so good. I wouldn't say easy, but at the same time it's with a little bit of training and some hours of getting some flight experience in, I think it's capable that many others can do the same thing.
Excellent. So let's go get our wings.
All right, let's
Thank
go.
you.
Okay, we're ready to lift off here for our first attempt at inspecting using a UAV here at Canada's Wonderland.
Okay, go ahead, Jim. Clear.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to test the return to home system.
Can't get a buzz of them, but you can get like pretty much level. Can't see the railing on the other side. So
I can see the railings right in front of me.
snap that.
Yeah.
So that was superb. It really demonstrates the capability of new technology in wondrous ways.
Yeah, no, it was great today. It's been a great day here. Nice sunshine. The winds have been low. It's a perfect day for our first test flight of this equipment. And everything we've done so far meets or exceeds my expectations. I really am pleased at how it's turning out today.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's the next step, Alex, do you think, for rolling it out?
This is really in its infancy, but what we envision is having the province and inspectors in each region of the province, say the Ottawa region, Northern Ontario, etc., to be trained on the use of the UAV to have and to form some sort of group, maybe a squadron, sort of like Top Gun, where you have these 7 or 10 elite trained inspectors on the UAV, where that at a moment's notice we can deploy these individuals and they can use the UAV, and we're not more an incident, so a fuel spill, etc., or an accident, or to employ and use in the regular inspection. So that's really our ultimate sort of goal. It's really innovative. It's really leading edge. So we're forging the way as we go. So we don't exactly know what it's going to be. That's what we're sort of thinking.
Excellent. So, Sonny, you got a few hours under your belt and you got some more to go. What are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward at actually seeing the true capability of it. I mean, and thanks to Canada's Wonderland for having us here to have a real life application, and I think it really helps the team to move forward and to see the possibilities and the range of the UAVs and what we can do.
Excellent. So I think we're going to hear more about this and see all of the benefits that it brings, not only to public safety, but our own safety for our own people.
Yeah,
Excellent. So thanks for being with us today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Very welcome.
Stay tuned for more TSSA Talks.